So here I am, I'm playing Sonic Smash Bros. Beta, which is a game I made back in 2007, 2008. I uploaded it to Newgrounds, and after kind of ignoring it for quite a few years, I came back to see how it was doing. Turns out it's quite popular amongst some people. Even to this day I still get reviews, I still get emails, people uploading videos to YouTube of themselves playing the game, which is brilliant. So I went round and commented on a few. I'm not sure if they believed that it was me that made the game, but still. So here I am basically doing a quick let's play of the game by the creator. I'll do some commentary, let you in on some stories as I was making it. So let's go ahead and play. So X2I, which is me, hence the channel name. I'm actually not going to watch this entire thing because it was quite poor, if you ask me. I mean, it wasn't the best animation in the world, but to me it was good. So I'm going to click to skip this. You can watch the whole thing if you follow the link in description. I've put a link to the game. So put my name in as Dan. I've actually wiped my save data. I only played it a couple of times just to get to grips with everything again. So I'm going to choose Sonic since it is his game. Bump my lives up to 5 because I have a terrible habit of losing them. So let's give it a play. So you can run left and right, you can jump, you've got basic attacks like spinning kick and punch. You can collect rings. This is similar to the first level of the first Sonic game, although it's different mechanics. The idea of this is to get to the end. Now you might notice at some points during the game that it lags. That's because I've got quite a few things open. Speed shoes! They're rare if you ever see them. So if you fall off you lose a life, and that applies to the versus modes. In a little while you'll see. Basically each character has a percentage at the bottom. As you hit, that percentage goes up by quite a bit. So as you can see, he's not getting knocked very far, but the higher his percentage, the higher or further off the edge he will get knocked. Mine. If you can lure the enemy into that, you've pretty much won it. So the idea is to knock the character off the stage, whether it be to the sides or off the bottom, or even to the top, like that for example. They lose a life. The adventure is a mixture of both battling and levels like this where you can get to the top of a stage, or the next one you'll see is smashing targets. So and yeah, they're all based off actual Sonic the Hedgehog levels, mainly from the Genesis or Mega Drive, depending on where you're from, games. So you might notice I've got a third jump with Sonic, so he's got 1, 2 and 3 as well. Not all characters have a third jump, some characters can fly, which accommodates for that. Each character has their own set of moves and some unique moves as well. As you can see here, you get marked. Oh, I clicked it, but you get marked on basically how well you do in the match. So this one, similar to the concept of speed shoes, twice in one game. Similar to the concept of smashing the targets on Super Smash Bros. Apart from this one, doesn't really time you very well, it just counts down. I suppose you can test how long it takes you to get before the timer runs out. So we've unlocked the Ice Cup level, so this is more towards the versus matches, so you can play on those stages. Now Tails is back for some more. Watch the lava. Now this one, there's quite a weird story about it. It was actually supposed to be Knuckles, but I could never actually, lol at Sonic's ears, I could never actually get it to play as Knuckles, for example. Like, you're supposed to actually be fighting Knuckles on this one, because the idea is at the very end of the adventure mode you fight 3 characters, and it's supposed to be the 3 characters that you'll fight during the adventure mode, but all in one go. but for some reason it just liked Tails here. It doesn't do it for anybody but Sonic. I spotted the mine. My fire! So now I've got a fire power up so I can shoot fireballs, and I'm also impervious to fire as well, such as the lava. Tails is not, however. So just stand back and fire with your fireballs in a Mario style. So this here gives me access to my power up now. As you can see, I'm glowing, and this here gives you invincibility, so I'm kind of like Mean Machine here, and this here restores some of my health. Now the power up, you can sometimes use it twice, sometimes it lets you use it 3 times. There have been people that have hacked it so that they can use it infinite amounts of time, but like I said, the game's full of glitches in that respect. Tails is getting absolutely battered here, and I can't see it long before he dies. Yeah, you can actually earn the power-ups by, you see the bar underneath my percentage. Once that's full, it actually gives you it as well. Well, you die, Tails! There we go. So this one's a bonus stage, and it doesn't always show, sometimes it does, it's random. You basically get just under a minute to run around and collect as many rings as you can. It's kind of boring now I look at it. There should have been some sort of objective to it rather than running side by side collecting rings randomly, but who cares? So yes, this is it. It was just a chance for you to get more points, basically. There wasn't really any other premise behind it. Boring. Yeah, I mean, it is random. It's kind of cool that it's popped up on this video, but you don't always get it. 9 times out of 10 you don't. So, on to the next one. So this one is a quick memory puzzle. So if you remember the sequence, you get an extra life. You can skip it, you don't lose a life for skipping it. Some people prefer to just skip it and get past it if they think they're awesome enough. So, blue, green, blue, pink, yellow. So, blue, green, notice the numbers, blue, pink, and yellow. So if you don't want to do it, just run straight to the check. So as you can see here, I've completed it. I'll get an extra life now. As you see in the next level, I've now got 6, which is more than enough to take on these guys, because this level is basically where a lot of people fall over, especially myself. These two are both against you, and they've both got 2 lives each. So that's pretty much 4 lives. And if you don't set your lives up like I did at the beginning to like 5, for example, then you'll soon find yourself running out of lives. I mean, I'm already getting battered by these two as it is. Sometimes it's best to try and separate them and take them one by one, because if they're both together and they both get a hit in, they can like double the amount that they do to you. That's why I suggest doing the Sky Sanctuary Zone as well, because for a free extra life, all you got to do is remember 5 colours in order. Hey up, Knuckles just committed suicide. So I'm pretty much on the verge of getting killed here, as long as a heart container doesn't come along. Ooh, just. Even the crowd found that amazing. So, come on, heart container. I'm dead. Boom. So, the camera's not really the best on this. I mean, the camera only follows you, And if you've ever played Super Smash Brothers, you'll notice that the camera actually is supposed to follow kind of everybody, but if you get left behind or knocked off the side, then it stops following you. That's something I can actually do now. I've since learned how to do it, and I'll show you some assets in the end of the video to basically show you that if I was to make another game such as this, I would be able to fix a lot of the issues that this game had, such as AI and the ability to have two-player as well, because this game doesn't have two-player, like not on the same PC anyway. I always wanted to put online modes in these, but it's beyond me. I know it can be done, but pardon me. So this one can take quite a while. You probably will end up losing 2 lives on this tops, unless you're absolutely rubbish. So that's one dealt with, and that's both of them dealt with. So on to the last level, which is outer space. So as you'll notice about this one, it's got awesome music. So thank you to the guys that created the music to this. I've put your credits in the, well, your credit in the credits. So this one is, it's kind of easier, this one, because they all fight each other as well. I know it looks like they're all coming after me, but they actually do fight each other as well, look. The way it works is that they'll randomly choose someone that they want to attack, and then every like 30 seconds or so it changes and they'll go after someone else. So Knuckles is coming after me at the moment. You probably find that Tails is going after Knuckles, really. But then all of a sudden Knuckles then decides he wants to go after someone else. I just lost a life there because I'm not cool. So you can just let them all fight it out if you want and just pick off the winner, but I prefer to get involved, because as long as you've got 2 lives, I reckon, on here, then you should be alright. Just took Amy out, that was awesome. So the ones you want to watch out for are people like Tails, because they can fly back onto the stage. Oh, Amy. I thought you were supposed to love me. Tails, you bellend. So like I said, I've lost 2 lives, so... But that was carelessness, to be fair. Lag. So if I can get them both together now, I can use my special attack. I'm just gonna go ahead and do it anyway. So basically you just gotta be the last person standing. It's not like Super Smash Brothers where it takes into account how many kills and how many deaths you've had. It's just literally last man standing. I'm not that advanced when it comes to Flash. Probably am now. Goodbye, Amy. So I'm up to 300% again. Every time you get to 300%, you'll hear the crowd do a just to make you feel a bit more awesome. Come on! Oh! I'm not usually this rubbish. Die, Knuckles! Got a feeling Amy's going to pwn him in a minute. There you go. So it's just you and me now. Tell you what, Amy, if you can win, you can have me. Shame! So, basically, that's the adventure mode complete. As you can see, I've unlocked Amy. There's loads of confetti. Press congratulations, and so I'll quickly show you a couple of the other modes. So you can choose this mode if you would like to set up your own matches. There's quite a few characters to unlock here. So I'm going to set this just to 2. Let's have the ice cap zone. Infinite, spelt incorrectly, even that's my favourite word. Let's go. So this time I'm Knuckles, and Knuckles has a good ability which is the down slam attack, which is that. So if you get knocked really high up into the air, you can actually use that to bring yourself back down again. So he has the advantage in that respect, and a couple of other characters have similar moves. It allows you to kind of stay alive as Knuckles for quite a long time. Sometimes you can even get into the 400% mark and still survive. It is inevitable once you get past that you will get killed though, but if you're quick on the mark you can usually bring yourself back down again. It basically cancels out the upwards trajectory. Can't even say it. So again, this is similar to the match we just had a minute ago where they all fight each other. So I've done well to make it this far with 2 lives still. Oh, I died. Let's have it. Come on. Lag. You might also know that the background of this isn't actually ice cap as well. It's probably the best one I could find. Auto container, even though I'm at 0%, I'm going to take that just so they can't. A lot of people think, oh, I don't need it, I'm at 0%, but then they'll find someone else steals it and brings themselves down. It's all about being selfish. So Sonic's out. So I've actually got my special move now. Tails is out, and Amy's about to be out. There you go. So I win. So obviously you got challenge modes as well, like 10-minute KO, 50-man melee and 100-man melee with only 1 life. I'm not going to do that because that'll just increase the video length. You got a practice mode as well, so I'll quickly show you that. You basically get put against a random enemy. It's a good way to get a sneak peek at some of the characters that you can unlock as well, and you can generate your own items here, and you can increase the difficulty and decrease it as you like. So I'm going to exit out of this one. You've got game data here, so you can delete your profile here, set it to autosave or not. Character stats, so you can see how many times you've played as each character. Level stats shows you how many times you've played on each level. Also shows you some of the ones you can unlock. And then last but not least we've got the credits. So as you can see, 2007 by me. Wrong website address, don't even bother going to that because it doesn't exist. Credits to some of the spriters, credits to people who made the music. Credits to some of the beta testers and Sega themselves. Thank you for playing. So yeah, now I'm going to quickly show you some assets to some of the work that I've done post this game, and as I was making a follow-up to this game as well, so I'll show you that now quickly. So this was going to be the menu for Sonic Smash Bros. 2. I made this 2 years ago in 2012. Again, that link doesn't work. That was just more of a placeholder, so don't bother trying it. So this was going to be the menu. Not finished by anybody's standards, but you can kind of see what I was going for. So this here is basically a prototype I was working on. So as you can see, the camera follows both characters now, and I'm actually controlling both of the characters as well using the keyboard. So as you get closer, you'll notice that the camera zooms in, allowing for closer combat. Now one of them is carrying an emerald. That was basically just a test to see if I could make it so the characters held items as well as they were running and jumping. So the camera's a little bit better in this. It's not perfect, there are ways you can trick it, But if you'll notice, if I jump off the stage now as one character, then the camera basically just follows the other character and ignores the other one. So I programmed it so I can bring them both back with space. Now if you noticed, I fooled the camera now because it doesn't actually zoom out. Something I could easily fix, but yeah, I haven't actually programmed any fighting capabilities just yet in this, but this was just to test the camera excuse my voice, to test the camera effects basically, so it's not too bad, I guess. Obligatory statue base. I was going to have statues and stuff for unlockables as well, similar to Super Smash Brothers if you've ever played it. So yeah, thanks for watching. Little bit of a teaser there for you. If the demand is high for it, I might start working on Sonic Smash Brothers 2. It depends on how much time I have and whether there's a demand for it. So drop me an email or something, or drop me a comment on Newgrounds if you'd like to see the second one. So yeah, again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon in another video. Goodbye.